Hello, Taurus, and welcome to your March 2022 general reading. This is a reading for the Taurus collective, and because of that, the messages today may not resonate with everyone watching. So I just want you to keep that in mind. What we're going to do today is we're going to pull 2 spell cards, and then we'll move on to tarot and see what messages we have for this month. So let us get to it. And as I shuffle, I just want to say that even though this is a general reading, oftentimes the general readings tend to lean in one direction. So they might have strong messages about family and other relationships, romance, career, finances, etc. So just keep that in mind that while it is a general reading, it might be strong in one area over another. Okay, Taurus. So your first card is, I pulled 2 of them. Okay. Your first card is study. Let my mind be clear and strong. Let me study well and long. So study is your first card. So some of you might be in school, some of you might be contemplating returning to school or pursuing some type of a degree or certificate that might help you with your career prospects. So here's study. The other thing when it comes to study is the study of topics and not for financial gain, such as a particular hobby. So you might be interested in a hobby. And finally, there's also the study of people. So studying people and how they behave and their habits, etc., and how that relates to you. So this is card number 36 for those of you who are interested in the numbers. The card I picked up was right on top of that. I thought I was picking this one up first, which is best possible decision. Artemis, goddess of the bow, help me see what must be known. So best possible decision. Artemis is also the goddess of the hunt. So again, maybe you are pursuing something that involves study. Maybe you're pursuing somebody and you need to study them. So Artemis is the goddess of the bow and the goddess of the hunt, the goddess of hearth and home. So keep that in mind. And that is card number 18. Again, for those who resonate with numbers or who hold some significance with numbers. Okay, so I'll put that here as well. Now we will move on to tarot and see what we can find out about this best possible decision and study, and if they're related or not. Okay. Six of Cups, 10 of Swords, 3 of Swords, Knight of Swords, lots of sword energy here, the Devil, Two of Swords, the Moon, Two of Cups, So Taurus, what I see here is that there is somebody from your past who hurt you very deeply in ways that you did not expect. And essentially, there was no closure to this situation. They did what they did, they hurt you, There was a big to-do and that was it. There was no apology. There was no explanation as to why. You don't know what happened. For some of you, this person may have just ghosted you, and that's where the hurt and the pain comes from here. And this whole thing fell apart. What I see here is that they're going to be coming in quickly to either try to explain themselves or seek some type of reconciliation or make some other attempt. The past is very painful for you. And while their actions, and this person is somebody who you have tried to put behind, you have still continued to think about them. Again, a lot of that comes from the fact that they didn't explain themselves. There is no explanation for their behavior. It almost came out of nowhere, and it was rather out of character, and this is what you have been trying to reconcile. Ever since that moment, that ending, that heartache and that ending, you have been trying to reconcile that and to try to figure things out. And you've been coming up with all of these different scenarios and all of these explanations as to why they behaved the way that they behaved or why they disappeared. But they're only what you're coming up with. They might be true, but they also might not be. It is possible that this person is a Capricorn or a Pisces. And if this person is a Pisces, I am not surprised if they are about to come back. Because if it's their birthday, it's definitely their birthday season. You know, people sometimes around their birthday, either they reconsider things and make resolutions as they do on New Year's, or they're looking for some type of gain, like they're, giving themselves their own birthday present, and coming back to you would be a present to them because they know that they behaved terribly and they know that they left you without any closure. Now, again, Capricorn or Pisces, but it doesn't have to be. But this is somebody from the past who caused this. You didn't see that they were capable of that behavior, Taurus. You tend, even though, you're analytical and you tend to process situations, you did not think that they were capable of disappearing or behaving the way that they did. You were clouded by your emotions to a certain sense, and maybe clouded is the wrong word. But your emotions for this person were very, very heavy, and you didn't see this energy because this is their energy. You didn't see it coming. You were blind to that. You saw only the good in them. You saw only the positive. You saw how they made you feel. This heartbreak here, just like this card is sitting on top, this card, the moon, which is indicative of our emotions, is sitting on top of this Three of Swords. That's the exact same way your emotions were clouding any of this like potential hurt that could happen. Same thing here. You could not see what was coming. You could not see that the end was near. You could not see that they were going to stab you in the back, in essence, the way that they did. Because your emotions were too strong for them and your emotions were too heavy, Taurus. Taurus, you are a very practical sign. I think I've said this before. You are no nonsense. So for this to happen, caught you off guard and unaware. That's why we have both 10 of Swords and 3 of Swords, being hurt, stabbed in the back, and then feeling the despair of it because you didn't see it happen. You were not prepared. Taurus, you're usually very prepared for things, and you are also very resolute. Very resolute. This shook you up somehow. And they know this. They know this. They know that they didn't give you the proper explanation or the proper closure that you deserve. But here they are coming back. The past is coming back with a rush, with a fervor, trying to offer you a cup. It's entirely possible that this is a sincere offer. But I think that this is where study comes in. Because as you've been sitting there thinking about the situation and about what happened, you've been analyzing it. And you've been analyzing this person. It's almost like you've been doing a psychoanalysis to try to figure them out. And you've been looking back to see what happened. So you've been studying the situation, you've been studying their characteristics and everything that they brought to the table. Again, they know that they left you without closure, without resolution, without an explanation. And maybe they're coming back to offer that. But from what I see here, they're coming back with another offer with the hope of some type of union. I'm going to pull some more cards so we can see what is going on. The Hierophant, and there you go. There you are. This is your reading. Justice, King of Swords, the Hermit. So we said you could be dealing with a Capricorn, a Pisces, it could be another Taurus, a Libra, or a Virgo. Take your pick. Take your pick, Taurus. But the fact that you are showing up in your own reading is indicative that there is a message here for you. This person is going to come back and proclaim that they have learned lessons from their behavior, and they are going to try to explain away why they did what they did. They might say that they were being influenced by somebody else, third party or not, or maybe family, who knows. They might attribute it to their past. They might even take it all the way back to their past and indicate that their behavior is due to some type of traumatic experiences that they've had in the past and that they don't know how to connect in relationships or deal properly. In any event, they're going to come back and claim that they have learned a lesson from their behavior. What's interesting here is that there is a sense of karma, but the clarity that you were lacking previously, you now have. Justice, as is the King of Swords, to a certain extent, indicates a certain type of clarity. That was missing before because, like we said, you were caught off guard here. You didn't see it because you were overwhelmed with emotion and affection and love for them. But now you have a clarity on them, and you'll be able to know when they reapproach you if they are being sincere or not. Again, that is where the study comes in. You'll be able to tell if this is nonsense or if this is coming from a point of sincerity and good intentions. A lot of heavy energies down here in this bottom row. Now, the King of Swords is an energy of logic, an energy of maturity. And Taurus, that is how you are going to approach them when they approach you. There will be no hysterics. There will be no drama because that is not you. That is not how you do things. You are going to bring the logic and maturity, and that logic again comes from study. And what you are seeking from all of this is to make the best possible decision. And what I mean by that is, given of what you understand now of the situation that you didn't understand before, what you understand about their character that you didn't understand before, and maybe what you understand about the past that you didn't understand before, you are going to make the best possible decision when they make that offer of reconciliation to you. You are going to make the best possible decision for your own interests. Taurus, you are very good at looking out for yourself. Recklessness is not really your thing. You're structured, you're resolute, and as I've said in other readings, you have your act together. You are grounded. You're an earth sign, so of course you're going to be grounded, but more so than the other earth signs. That is the gift that you have, being grounded regardless of the circumstances, being grounded regardless of this and what happened here. You remained strong through it all, and your approach, despite the hurt, was not to wallow, but it was to figure out what this was all about, what this connection was all about, what this person was all about, and why it went the way that it did. You need, just the same way you're studying the situation, Taurus, and you're studying this person, and you're analyzing and breaking it down and learning from it, you need to do the same with yourself. Because by doing that with yourself, you'll be able to make that best possible decision for yourself. You need to go within and weigh all of the different scenarios. Will this person's explanation give you even more clarity and say, yes, I want to give this another try, and you want to give them another opportunity? Or will you sense that it's just lip service, they're just coming in for selfish reasons, etc., and make the decision to detach and not engage in any of this? You will know. You will know, Taurus. That is what I have for you today. Thank you so much, and until next time.